AJ, El Presidente, Eddie Kane University. Hill gon' heal, regardless. You, Buchanan, Bethel High School, by way of 3-Man Weave, LLC.
Michelle, producer, based over here.
You can catch this wave from the Marlins to the Mariners. Doing things you can't believe. It's the 3-Man Weave.
What's going on, people? We are back again with another episode of 3-Man Weave Podcast. And of course, we've been doing our, little magic. We've been doing our roundups of the division. Today, we got a doubleheader. We got a doubleheader of the AFC West and the AFC South. We're gonna kick it off with the AFC West, and we're gonna bring y'all a good show. Chase is co-hosting today.
Yes, sir.
But tell them what they can watch.
Yeah, I know y'all can catch us on all major podcast platforms. 3-Man Weave, Instagram, Twitter, 3-Man Weave _ Also, we on Twitch and TikTok, 3-Man Weave _. You can email us at podcast.3.man.weave@gmail.com. AFC West, let's holler at them.
Let's get everybody on from the AFC West real quick. So first, hailing out of Las Vegas, Nevada, repping the Las Vegas Raiders. We got our guy.
The Raiders.
What's good, Jack?
What up?
And then from Denver, we think they got a quarterback. Our guy. We gonna find out though. Oh, our guy, Tory, with the Raiders. What's up, Tory?
What's up, Bronco gang? Bronco Nation, man.
Bronco gang. You know what? I'm messing up. And then, of course, with the Powder Blues out there in Los Angeles. Got Sunshine at the helm.
I like the Powder Blues, man.
Hey, the Powder Blues is one of the sweetest things in sports, man.
That's a fact.
We got the Los Angeles Chargers. Our guy, Drew Trammell.
What up, Drew?
And then, who's been the big dog in the division for the last couple of years. They was the last losers of last season. And it looked like they got a whole lot of redemption. And they got some deep pockets over there. Of course, repping the Kansas City Chiefs. We got our guy. My guy, PJ. What's happening?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
He came on like the division champ.
Oh, absolutely. So we're gonna go ahead and get y'all jumped off. So we're gonna ask y'all a couple questions. We kind of gave y'all, how the rundown gonna be in pre-production. I hope you came ready. I hope you came prepared. You know what I'm saying?
Because fall get time. They set a high bar last week.
Yeah.
So let's get it.
You got some standards to uphold. So let's go. What we got for you, Cannon? Where you want to start with them?
First off, raise your hand. We're going to keep the same thing going. Raise your hand if you were last place in the AFC West last year.
Can't relate.
Yeah.
All right, Drew. So we're going to start off with you. So first question that we want to know is, what is your overall assessment of your Chargers? And what I mean by overall assessment is your offseason, draft picks, free agency. What is your over? You feel good going into the season? What? Let us know. Give us the rundown. Oh, we can't hear you a little bit. It might be the pods.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Sorry about that, guys.
Don't worry.
Yeah, man, I feel good. I feel good that we put our O-line with Lindsey, the center from Green Bay coming over, filling in for the guy that retired last year at Pouncey. He's going to help out a lot in our offense. I'm hearing good things to Staley. I talked to D. Hill a couple weeks ago when we did that thing on Saturday. The new head coach. He's supposed to be the defensive guru like Sean McVay was a couple of years ago for the offense. So I like that a lot for our defense. I want Derwin James to be stuck in a bubble plastic wrapper, so he doesn't have to play at all in preseason. I don't want any torn meniscus or anything like that for him, because that's like pretty much our captain on our defense. With a couple more draft picks that we got with the left tackle, I can't remember his name. The guy that we got, our first round pick. It's Slater. Thank you.
Slater.
Yeah, Slater. Another monster on the left side for Justin Herbert, man. And yeah, we got a new offense. It's a little scary with the new OC, but with Keenan Allen and hopefully Mike Williams can have a 2018 type of season again. And with Austin Eckler, who's a fantasy pretty much god for running backs, but as our running back dual threat, he can do his job, what he needs to do. Overall, man, it looks good, man. I hope Herbert doesn't have a sophomore slump. That's the only thing I'm scared of with this new offense. But overall, man, with Keenan Allen and Mike Will and Darren Sproles, and it's the only departure we lost was Hunter Henry, and as you guys see today, he hurt his shoulder. So there's the reason why we let him go. So I'm comfortable with Jared Cook, and the defense. I think the defense is going to be the biggest surprising thing for the 2021 season, with Staley at the head coach now.
All right. So I think that's a pretty good overall assessment of the team. We're going to jump right into the Broncos. Tory, same question for you. Coach Tory, should I say. Newly crowned coach. I mean, go ahead, shout the job out. Let them know, man.
Yeah, man. I'm definitely loving the job. Just kind of talk about that for a little bit. I'm loving my new role, OC, assistant head coach, here at Madison High School. So we're doing a lot. Been working hard. But as far as my Broncos, first of all, my boy with the Chargers, I appreciate you taking that last place, even though we were last. I didn't really want to raise my head.
I was going to say that.
I was hiding, but I was like, shit, if he won't take it, he could be last. But as far as us, man, Denver, I'm outside of the quarterback thing, which I'll talk about towards the end. I like some of the moves that we made, starting with the draft. I think Pat's going to come in early on and help us out a lot on defense. I was really excited with the pick. I think things are going well. I was also excited, about getting Baron Browning late in the third round. He hasn't been at practice. He has some leg injury that he's nursing, so I'm hoping that we kind of get past that. But with that being said, I still like the moves that we made. Javonte Williams is going to help us, being that second back that we have in rotation. It's going to be great to have the best defensive player in the league back, and Von Miller. I think he's going to wreak havoc. I think that he'll show why, he's the best defensive player in the league this year. I just expect big things from him. When he's there, when he has his motor going, we're really tough defensively. Offense is going to be the key. It seems like Cortland's coming along a little bit. So I'm excited to get him back. Jerry Jeudy will improve off of, what we did last year. I'm expecting big things from Noah Fant. I really liked him coming in, and I think that, he'll definitely improve on what he did last year. And I see us making a push. The Chiefs are tough. The reigning Super Bowl losers, division champs, 2 years in a row, maybe 3. They're really tough, high power offensively. It's impossible, in my opinion, to stop them, right? You're not going to stop the Kansas City Chiefs. We just kind of got to contain them and make sure we can score as much as possible. So I think it's going to come down to quarterback play. Y'all saw me on the show before. I backed Drew Lock from the jump. But they put me in a tough bind when they got Teddy Bridgewater, because I'm a huge Teddy Bridgewater fan. I love the guy. I love what he does. I love his mobility, what he brings to the game. So it's going to be interesting to see how this whole back and forth plays out. He'll be starting preseason game, but they're saying that it's even right now. I don't really know how it can be even. As a ball coach, I know who's my guy, going into. I might tell everybody it's a competition, but you kind of know who has an edge starting off. So we'll see, man. I think my sense, we can win with Drew Lock, but I personally think Teddy's going to give us a little bit extra that could push us over the top if we start to make a long run. I think his dual threat ability his longevity, his experience is going to help us out a little bit more. But I got the number 3 on. I love Drew Lock, so I'm not completely against him. But we'll just have to wait and see how that competition plays out.
Nothing wrong with a healthy QB competition. Now, moving on up the pecking order, we got, I don't even know how to say this team's name. Is it Las Vegas Raiders? That's what it is.
Yeah. Unfortunately. I mean, I wish you were still in Oakland. You know what I mean?
Go ahead, give us a spill, Jack.
Man, so I mean, for the draft, I mean, I'm always happy with the Raider draft, but we don't take a wide receiver, the fastest wide receiver on the board. So, you know what I mean? Like, I can't complain too much about the picks. It's a little safety heavy, but you know, to get in their head, maybe they thinking that some of these players can supplement and play another role or something. You know what I mean? Maybe they have the skills to play cornerback, or maybe they can slide them down and you know, try to, I don't know, make some kind of nickel out of them or something. But you know, other than that, I have my eye on John Gruden. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always watching him. It's hard, man. It's hard to trust him. You know what I mean? And you know, like, he's good with pre-built teams, but you know what I mean? Like, when he gotta actually build it, we don't know if that's proven yet. And you know what I mean? And that's just me being, you know, saying objective as a fan. But you know, aside from that, you know, I'm hoping that that Carr will, you know, have some consistency. You know, coaching consistency will let Carr, you know, be able to get comfortable and keep on improving and doing his thing. You know what I mean? Because the numbers look decent. I wish we had the wins to match, but the numbers are decent for Carr. And so, you know, we haven't had consistency at coaching. Every 3 years we got pretty much a switch. So, you know, some consistency for him is what I'm hoping that will be the thing that, you know, that goes forward, and he, you know, and he can break the Carr curse or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, people trying to compare him to his brother. So, you know. But other than that, I don't know, man. If you love Drew Lock, if you like Drew Lock, man, I love it. You know what I mean? Because he's a good player for us. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, y'all just make sure y'all can win a meaningful football game every week.
Hey, now what I will say, Jack,
I think that one, but so it's all good. But hey, you know what I'm saying? That extra game, we hoping that extra game might prove in our favor. We play a little tougher around out there. Well, it was in Oakland, now it's in Vegas. That statement don't even sound right.
It doesn't, man. It really doesn't. I will tell you, Jack, though, you said a lot of things that I think that Hill and I have argued about in the past that probably will lean towards Hill's argument. So coming from a fan, I can respect it. I can see maybe Hill's point a little bit more.
One thing that he didn't do, he didn't cap, like you said, cut the cap. He did not cap. Before we move on to the Chiefs, I just want to say that I think that Derek Carr is like the second most disrespected quarterback in the league. I'm just keeping a buck. Right behind the Dak disrespect, Derek Carr is right there. That's it. That's all my 2 cents.
But
you always gonna bring up Dak, huh?
But this is my thing with Carr before, and I'm sorry, PJ. But I don't feel like his disrespect is not warranted. Even you listen to Jackson, he didn't sing no praises. He still needs Carr to prove it to him. So it's like, if he still needs Carr to prove it, granted, he's been through some coaching issues, but it's like, he hasn't done with Dak. Dak's done a lot more. So it's like, I could see why you're upset about Dak hate or Dak disrespect. But I feel like Carr is warranted. But that's just my 2 cents. That doesn't mean it's correct. PJ, we coming on to the defending champs of the division, man. Mr. Patty Mahomes, Mr. over a quarter Billy, Mr. Do whatever he want in the league, man. So how do you feel about your team? You know, y'all coming off a Super Bowl loss, man, where Tommy B made it look good. And I will say, my Washington football team played them a lot better than the Chiefs, man. So what are the Chiefs going to do to bring this thing home and get this shit righted this year?
Man, I mean, they already did it for real. If you in the Super Bowl, their main issue was what? Our offensive line. They cleaned that up. That was our only downfall, and the only reason that happened like that. And I give credit to the Bucks because I don't take no. I'm not a like, oh, you only won because of this and that. But that was a good win. But all our offensive line was out. All of them. All of our starting offensive line was out. Eric Fisher was gone. Mitchell Schwartz was gone. Osmally was gone. Everybody was gone. Then they moved our starting right guard to play left guard. It was just all bad. We got Orlando Brown now, Dunny. We got Trey Smith, who a rookie that's killing it right now. Like, we set. So I just expect big things. I got good expectations for the Chiefs. I think that I honestly think that they're gonna go right back. I don't think we needed was just our offensive line to be cleaned up, and since they did that, I'm ready for a breakout year with McCole Hardman. So I got a lot of faith in them that we're gonna go back to the Super Bowl.
All right. Hill, you got something to add before I go to my next question?
I just want to know. I just want him to say, is the championship a bust, right? PJ.
Yeah. I hear you say that. Yeah.
All right.
I don't expect us to lose nothing. I don't expect that. I don't expect us to lose.
All right.
The Super Bowl, so yeah, you're right.
And this is my thing, PJ. You know, y'all got there last year, so it's like I feel like getting there shouldn't be the issue this year. I feel like y'all got to get there and get over the hump. But you know, I feel like you made some good points, and you kind of already answered my next question, PJ. My next question was going to be for everybody. Give me one breakout player that we should look for from your team this year. PJ went with Mecole Hardman.
I want to expound on that.
Yeah, tell us why. Go ahead, tell us why, PJ, and then we'll go with Drew next.
I say McCole Hardman is because simple fact that Sammy Watkins was our number 2 wide receiver. We got McCole Hardman coming in as our number 2 receiver this year, and he ain't get that many opportunities last year to like really showcase his talent. Don't get me wrong, he was out there, but you know he wasn't like a main target. Of course, he gonna look Travis Kelce and Sammy Watkins and Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill first, of course, but now he gonna get those more opportunities to make plays if it's a quick sweep to him or beat somebody deep or a quick slant. He got opportunities. I've been following our off season every single almost day, watching him, man. Like I've been searching his name just to make sure because I'm on him. I'm like, man, he better have a good year this year. He's been killing it in the combine, but our little practices and everything. So I expect him of all people on our team to have a breakout year.
All right, Drew, who you got having a breakout year for your guys?
Asante Samuel Jr.
Ooh, the rookie.
Nickel corner. He's competing right now. The nickel package. He's doing a lot of slot. I really think the sky's the limit for him, and it's gonna help him a lot with DJ back on the field on defense. I'm telling you, man, this defense is on a whole new reel, and Brandon Staley knows how to put his players in the right position. So I'm definitely going with Asante.
Okay, and I like Asante Samuel Jr. I'm gonna say I wanted to get him in the draft because he was there. You know, we didn't go, but I felt like, you know, teams could have grabbed him. A lot of teams could have grabbed him, but y'all lucked up, so that's a good pickup. I agree. I think he's gonna have a breakout year. All right, we're gonna go. Let's go to Las Vegas. Who you got, Jack? Is y'all breakout player of the year?
For this particular year, I would probably hope that it'd be Darren Waller. You know, I would hope. I mean, everybody kind of knows what he was doing, but you know, really kind of solidifying that pass combo with him and Carr, and like, you know, kind of taking us back a little bit to that dunk game or whatever we got. Just a really consistent, dominant target.
Yeah.
For, you know, Carr.
Yeah.
You know, so.
And I kind of agree because, you know, he had a breakout year, but anybody who know me know I ain't sold off a breakout year. But I know he got the talent. So, you know, I know he definitely got the talent because I knew about him, you know, before he made his comeback. But it's like I want to see the consistency. So if he does that, have a good year like that this year or even better, then I feel like he's here to stay. So I hope, and it's a good story. So shout out to Waller, man. I'm rooting for him. All right, Coach Ryan, man, breakout player. Who you got?
It's a tough one, man. It's two guys that I got my eye on and I think is gonna kind of break out. There's one on both sides of the ball. Obviously, I think Noah Fant is destined for a breakout year. I think he'll be a top 3 tight end in the league this year. I think that they'll get him involved a lot. They're going to expect a lot from him. There's talks. He's being a leader on the team. He's becoming, one of the guys in the locker room that people can kind of depend on. So I look for him offensively to kind of help us out a lot, and be able to catch a lot of balls. I like the fact that he can block and catch. We don't got to pull him out in situations. We can kind of let him rock. But defensively, man, it's going to be a dark horse guy for me. Kerry Vincent Jr., man, I'm really, really high on him.
Nice pick.
He's a Texas guy. I coached against him at one point when he was at Port Arthur. I wish he would have went to Texas. Unfortunately, he didn't. But with that being said, man, I love the pickup. With him and Nickel, when we get to playing teams like the damn Chiefs with 17 wide receivers on the field, we got to have guys that's going to be able to cover in the slot and do those different things. And I think he's poised to do that, man. I know him not personally, but through people, and I've heard that he's been working his ass off, and he's ready to prove a lot. He feels kind of slighted getting drafted in the second round, so he feels like he's gonna have a lot to prove. So that's my dark horse defensive guy. I'm looking at.
All right. And before I ask my last questions, Hill, you got a sleeper or a breakout guy from their division that you got your eye on?
Nah.
All right. Okay. I'm just checking. You might, because you might.
No.
Right.
I'm sorry, it came to me. You put me on the spot, but it came to me. I'm waiting. I'm L'Jarius Sneed. I'm waiting for him to take that next step at cornerback. That's my guy. That been my guy from the draft.
Yeah.
But he gonna take that next step. They need all the help they can really get on in the defense.
And see, that's why I put you on the spot, because I know that you can handle the spot. You feel me?
I won't go drop the ball like that.
But it would have been cool if you ain't have one either. I mean, you feel me? All right. So my last question is, and it's a 2-part question, and we're gonna start with PJ. We're gonna start with the champ this time. I want to know who's gonna win it, who's gonna win the division, and what is your personal record that you think that your team is gonna have this year. Mind you that there's an extra game, so it wouldn't be 11. It wouldn't be 11-5. You feel me? It will be 12-5 this time, so it'll be a little bit different, or 10-7. So so think about what you think your team's record gonna be and who's gonna win the division. Go ahead, PJ.
I got us winning the division again. I think that we'll go like. I looked at our schedule, and I think that we could go like 13 and what is that, 4 or something like that?
13-4, I believe.
Yeah. So I got us going like 13-4.
Okay.
Believe it or not,
I like that. I like that prediction.
I got one of the teams who's gonna actually beat us. I think the Chargers might get us in the game every year at home. Believe it or not, it's because I can admit I do like what they got going on over there. So the Raiders lost everybody on the offensive line. That's gonna crush them. Broncos need a quarterback. I think we'll lead the division.
The Raiders jumped real high in the draft for a lineman, though. So you never know.
That looks. I like that.
But go ahead. Let's go with Tory next. Tory, who's gonna win the division, and what are the Broncos gonna finish the season with? What's their record gonna be?
So I'll start with the record first. With our schedule, man, I think there's no reason we can't be 11-6, 12-5 at the end. Obviously, like you mentioned, we do got the quarterback back and forth, but I don't think it's a problem of finding a quarterback. I think we have 2 very capable guys. It's just about finding, coach deciding which one he thinks fits better. So with the schedule, I think we'll split with the Chiefs. I think we'll win home and home. I do think we'll win home and home. Absolutely. It's tough, bro. It's tough to play in Denver. It's tough to play at altitude. We always play you guys tough at home. And to be real with you, we usually kick your ass until recently. You know what I'm saying? So I do look to get some of that mojo back, you know, against you guys. You know what I'm saying? Coming down to Denver. You know what I'm saying? It's the last game of the season. It'll be going into the playoffs. You know, you'll be coming to Denver. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? It'll be coming down to who's going to win the division at that point. I think we'll split with the Chargers as well. You know what I'm saying? As far as the Raiders or whatever they're called, I'm not really worried about anybody else. But I think we'll split with both of those guys, and we'll wipe the Raiders pretty well. As far as winning the division, man, my heart says we'll win the division, but man,
be real with it. Be real with it.
Slinging the rock, man, it's tough. You know, like I said, I think it'll come down to that last game. I don't think that we'll be able to rest guys in week 18 on either side. I think it's going to be for the division. Personally,
this is bold. These are bold predictions.
So if I had to put money on it, and this was like, hey, you got to put $100, I'm gonna put my money on the Chiefs.
Okay, thank you. There we go.
But I will say that there's about 40% of me that thinks that we got a shot.
Ain't that wrong with that?
Get my number. If you want to get my number from these guys when it's time to put some money on the line, we can definitely do that. Because I do think that we're definitely gonna make some noise. So I got us 11-6, 12-5, in that range.
All right, Jack, what you got? What's gonna be how the Raiders gonna finish the season with their record, and who's gonna win the division?
All right, so Broncos, man, you know you done fucked up, right? You know, talk about the rivalry, bro. That's real cavalier for somebody who's losing the rivalry, man. And y'all, I had to go ahead and look it up for you, get some facts. 54-2. Raiders are winning that one by about 15 games there. So you know.
But what about in recent times though? We're not talking about before we were alive when they had leather helmets.
Anyway, you got time to catch up. But the Chiefs though, I feel like the Chiefs will probably are most likely going to be the division winners. To be honest with you, unless the injury bug gets to biting or something like that, I think that they're pretty. Their record over the years has proven that they can that they're probably going to take that division spot. But I definitely think the Raiders are going to make some noise this year and be right there with them. Hopefully, pretty close. San Diego, Los Angeles, wherever y'all like to call home, man. Y'all get to the postseason and start acting up. So you know what I'm saying. Y'all, I don't know. Y'all get around playoff time and don't know how to act. So, you know, I think that it's probably going to be the Chiefs, Raiders, Broncos, and then the Chargers. You know, so hopefully that's the division place. And for record-wise, realistically, 10-7 is a good look, but I'm hoping for a 12-5, 13-4 type of run. You know, really make some solidified noise in the division. So,
listen, fellas, I think you all represented your squads well.
Hold on, did Drew go?
Did I cut Drew off? Man,
yeah,
I owe you, Drew. Lunch on me this week, man. I apologize. Drew, give us your take.
You no lunch this week.
Who ain't giving you no lunch this week? Lunch is on me, bro. If lunch is on me, lunch is on me, bro. Lunch is coming.
4 for 4, baby.
Yeah, I cut the cap.
Listen, man.
I don't cap. So go ahead.
I'll be the only realist here in this whole panel. Okay, the Chiefs are going to kick our ass. They're going to be number 1 in the division.
Okay.
They ain't no probably or maybe. It's number 1 Chiefs. Okay. All right. Their team is too stacked out. The only way they're not going to be in first place if Patrick Mahomes tears his Achilles. Well, God hope it never happens because I love the kid. So he's going to be in first place. No one's close to that team in that division, in our division. So that's that. Okay, second place, third, and fourth, we can argue all day long. As the only guy who represents a team that doesn't have a ring in this division, I don't have much to say. So I'm not gonna talk shit to you guys. So, but what I will say is that you must be blind in hell or dumb if you think the Raiders or the Broncos have a chance of getting the playoffs at 12-5. Stop. It ain't happening. Okay, Chargers are going to be 10-7 or 11-6. We'll finish second place. And then we'll probably get our asses kicked in the first round of playoffs like we always do. And that's just the name of the game. That's it, man. It is what it is. This is the Chiefs world, and we live in it. That's it for the AFC in the AFC West. And I mean, John Gruden's gonna mess up. 10 years. You got another 8 years with him. So just have fun with him. All right. You guys had all those damn picks with Khalil Mack, and you didn't get shit out of it besides a few players. So let's be happy with it.
Don't even.
Broncos.
That's like a
Hey, hold on. Broncos. I like the Broncos a lot. They got Von Miller coming back. He's a beast in his own right. Okay, Teddy Bridgewater. There's a reason why he got kicked out of Carolina. There's a reason why he didn't work out in Minnesota. He cannot throw the ball and be accurate. So Drew Lock's your best chance. We haven't seen Drew Lock do anything with Courtland Sutton. So hopefully Courtland Sutton's back and healthy, which it looks like he is. So it looks like your guys' offense is gonna be really good. But you guys got our second trash from Melvin Gordon. Hope you have fun with him because he sucks. All right. So with that being said, dude, it's the Chiefs world. We're just living in it, man. We are just living in it.
Hell no.
Yeah. And so look, Drew gets the last word. So look, gentlemen, we appreciate you. We appreciate y'all coming through to do this AFC West roundtable with us or wrap up.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna get in contact with Drew this week. Is lunch on Cannon. And shout out to y'all. We appreciate y'all personally. We appreciate you, Jack. We appreciate you, Coach Ryan, PJ. We appreciate you. Anything that y'all want to say before we get out of here?
No, I said thanks for having us. I truly appreciate it. I enjoy the show.
No doubt.
Man. I appreciate you guys bringing me back. You guys know it's always fun when we're all together, man. You doing your thing, man. It's not anything from me. You know I'm here, but hey, go Broncos, and everybody else can kick rocks.
Jack, you got last words, man?
Yeah. Appreciate chopping it up with you fellas, PJ, Coach Ryan, and Drew. You know what I'm saying? Dope, you know what I'm saying? Going back and forth. Cannon, you know what I'm saying? AJ, D Hill, appreciate y'all keeping the podcast going, doing your thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Every week. Shameless plug on the music, bro. They can find my music online, man. Go check out the EP, Photo Stream EP, Eric A. Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Follow me at official Eric Jackson, all that. So
yeah.
Throw the link in
all right,
there.
fellas.
Yeah, we're gonna put the link in the promo.
All right,
Send us all the info.
all right.
I appreciate y'all.
anytime.
That was
All right.
fun.
Yeah.
That was fun.